Hi, I'm Natalie Ledwell and this is The Inspiration Show. Now today my passion peep is Peggy McColl. Now Peggy is an internationally recognised expert in the area of destiny achievement whose purpose is to make a positive contribution to the lives of millions of people. Now she's been inspiring individuals, experts and professional athletes and organisations to reach their potential for the past 25 years. Now, she's the president and founder of Dynamic Destinies Incorporated, which is an organisation committed to delivering sound principles for creating lasting and positive change. So basically, she's just an all-round legend. So enjoy the video and I'll see you soon.
All right.
Hi, Peggy. Thank you so much for joining us today.
This is great, Natalie. I'm happy to be with you.
Now, as I've explained to you before, we have 5 questions that we ask all of our passion peeps. Now, the first question is that, the reason that we've asked you here is not only do you live a life of passion, but I know that for 25 years now, you've been encouraging other people to do the same. But I'm assuming that it wasn't always an easy road. So what's your background and what's the story behind what you do?
Sure. Well, my background has been since I graduated from high school. I didn't go to university or college. I just graduated from high school. I wanted to make money, so I started working. And I started working in the technology industry, and I had worked in the technology industry for most of my career. But I had another passion, and that passion was for personal development. I met Bob Proctor 33 years ago, and I just had this insatiable appetite for personal development. I started studying it, and after a number of years of making positive change in my life, I thought, I want to help other people do the same in theirs, because I tend to look at things that may seem complicated for some people and I distill it down to simplicity. And so, I would go through all this material and tons and tons of material and then create simple approaches, and I started to have positive change in my life. But I was still working high tech. So then I incorporated my company, and I was doing these part-time things like workshops at my dining room table, and I'd work with clients in the evenings or on weekends, and had an abundance of energy because I was really doing what I loved. And then I was working for this company in the 90s, and they ended up just dissolving. So they disappeared, and because they went bankrupt. And so I found myself unemployed, and I thought, well, now what am I going to do? And, it's really that point where it's not that you're forced, but you have to do something. I was a single mom at the time, and my son was young, and I had to provide for him. So I decided that I'm going to work in my business full time, doing what I absolutely love, and make a really healthy living at it. Yeah. So I wrote my first book. Now I have 8 books, but at the time I had none. So I wrote my first book, and I looked at published, self-published. Which way am I going to go? And you can go either way. And I chose self-published because it's faster and get my book out to the market fast. So yeah. I wrote my book, self-published it, brought it out to the market, and I assumed that if you write a great book, the buyers will come. Well, that's not what I was experiencing.
No.